everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life. Today we're doing a plan with me, but this is going to be a lot of different like logistical beginning of the month things. So I am first of all testing out lots of new sticker sneeze options. I also franken-planned my Moxie Life planner. This is the first week I will be using that new franken-planned one, and I will have a separate video how I franken-planned it. The new ERIN CONDRENs started this month. This was actually the first week in those, so the week we're planning ahead is going to be the second week in those planners. Lots of different various things I am changing up this month. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the ERIN CONDREN hourly. I'm going to walk you through my thought process and how I actually set this up as far as logistics. I ended up color coding the girls, and for here I used 2 different colors, but we'll end up using just 1 color for Olivia. I thought it would like work nicely having 2 colors, and then I just hated it. I went back to the darker color for everything else. It's more of like a muted type of aqua. I've been using that for Olivia. That is from the Wallflowers writing pens set. Actually, a lot of these are. Let's see, I'm pulling out various colors that I'm using, and then that one is from the highlighters I got from Amazon, and then I'm also using a mod liner. So those are like my main color coding things. So this is the one I'm using for the Olivia stuff. So you can see she was in art camp this week and various dance classes and stuff. I want to say that was a mild liner color for that. And then gray for just everyday things. You can see I used it for Cloudlet medicine and then other things throughout the planner. Pink is for Stella. So she's got preschool. I put her preschool in and a couple of other things going on. John has this brownish color, and he was at the office one day this week, so I used that. And then I'm the purple, so I use that for things where it's like just me going out, or I ended up writing in my Power Zone rides for this week. I was planning on doing 3 of the Power Zone rides. I'm a little bit early on them, so I actually already started week 3 on here. And then also meal planning, I wrote in every Sunday. That's just like something that needs to get done every Sunday. So it's written in all month long in there, and I use purple for that. I don't do hardly any to-do listing, and in fact, I was setting up this weekly to-do list section, and I didn't end up liking it. I didn't end up using it. I also set up this rides this week, but when I was going ahead and writing them in, I felt like it was repetitive to have both. So I probably will nix this whole section here. I loved having the 2 habit trackers to work on. I just highlighted them with a Tombow. This is my favorite one. It is 8/17. It's already like worn, but I have another one of these as a backup coming up soon because this one's starting to run out a little bit. It's drying. And then I also used a dot pen. This is from the Mild Smoky set, and it's just a really pretty aqua color. I use that for my habit tracking over here. And that's about it as far as the color. Now stickers, I did end up stickering this just a teeny tiny bit, and I used my July kit from Tubman and Chub Girl, so I ended up getting like pretty much everything they had in this collection, so I ended up purchasing quite a few things, but I pulled stickers from these packs, and these are the 1.5 inch stickers, and the hourly's a teeny tiny bit wider than 1.5, so I just kind of centered them on the squares. I love how that looked, and I will end up using those throughout the month as well. So I will end up stickering up this next week a little bit. We will flip to it. There's no dance, there's no school actually on Tuesday, which Stella goes Tuesday, Thursday. And then we have a big event coming up. We're finally going to the Blink-182 concert. I'm super excited. And then as far as fun ideas, I wrote down a bunch of fun things that we can try for the summer. This is basically just like a summer bucket list. And some of the things we've actually already done, a few of the things we plan on doing this week because my mom is going to be here this week, and it's going to be fun. It was just a surprise thing that dance is canceled all week long, so I ended up having to white out everything. You can see like I ended up putting all these dance things in and whiting all of them out. So this week looks kind of wonky, but it's going to be a really relaxed week. So I am actually going to be stickering this up quite a bit because there's not a whole lot really going on. We're just going to be hanging out with mom, and it's not things I'm going to need to write down. As far as excitement goes, it's just going to be more decorative stuff. So I'm seeing what I've got here. I wish I had more like decorative boxes that didn't have things in them. So there are a few days we're going to try to do some fun things. So I guess I will end up using these bigger boxes because we do have a party to go to. It's just like a 4th of July party with the neighbors. So we will do that. I'm going to use the cocktail one here, and we will go to that. I don't exactly know what time it starts though, so I'm just gonna kind of put it in the middle here. And then my mom gets here that day too, so that will be extra fun. That's way crooked. Let's see if I can take it off. Sometimes they come off easily, sometimes they rip. I want to cover up the hours. Okay, so sometime midday we'll end up heading over to that party with the neighbors, and then Tuesday is we're going to be barbecuing, so I think that's a good one to have this little watermelon one on, and there'll be grilling and barbecuing day. I'll start the ribs pretty early. I'll just stick that on there for barbecuing. And then preschool is going to be these 2 days. We've just got a standing pool play day every Friday with a group of our friends. We'll probably end up still going to that. And this day we will end up trying to squeeze in some fun. So let's see what box we have. I could use this big giant box. Let's see what weekend bucket list stuff we've got for that. No even like private lessons or anything this weekend, which is nice actually, to not have any plans basically all week except a couple of preschool dates, a couple of play dates and parties, and it's gonna be fun. So let's see, I think we're gonna try to do one fun thing over the weekend. So I guess I'll do this big box. I don't know which weekend day we're gonna do anything, but I'll put this box there to signify like we're gonna do something exciting. Ooh, you know what? I want to cover up those hours. That's about it. Like I said, like I do not use this for like my regular old to-do listing stuff, and because everybody is out of activities pretty much this week, and my mom will be here this week, I'm not going to be really using a whole lot of this hourly schedule. So it's going to be mostly just decorative and fun. I don't redate this. I like this one actually. I will be redating a sticker sneeze planner in this video. I already redated one, but I think I'm going to end up using a different one. So I think I'm done with these guys for now. Maybe a couple of these. These are actually cousin-sized stickers. Hobonichi cousin. I'm going to just say a couple of these because I want to cover up most of that. Try again. See, I did rip that one. Oh well. I wanted to not cover up the July. I gotta turn this. I have to concentrate to be able to not cover up the July, but cover up the most of the numbers. Okay. This is just a vacation-y type of week, so we've got some fun things going. Let's see, where did I put my pen that I was using? I've been using the Energel Clina and the Sharpie S Gel pen actually for this. I just really like, I've been really digging the Energel Clina, so this is going to be neighborhood party, barbecue and ribs. And then over here, I'm not going to write anything here because I don't exactly know what we're going to do that day. And that's what it looks like. So I've got some fun cutesy stickers that I can use for this as well. I'll just make it look tropical. And I did end up using a lot of the flamingos already that came in this kit. I'm going to put this for the pool. I'm going to cover up some of the hourlies for that. These actually end up working pretty decently in here as well. I've got some like fruit ones. Super cute. They're like washi style. These were just some of the variety stickers. And then what do I have here? Do I have any flamingos left? Yes. Okay. I've got some flamingos I can use on here as well. Just really like the yoga flamingos. I'm just going to add a few in. I really like these guys. I feel like I need like 20 more sheets of all of these stickers. Oh, and yeah, I put in my migraine medicine. It's an every other day medicine, so those are these purple dots. I ended up putting it in for the whole month, these little purple dots. So that's what they are, in case you're wondering. But yeah, super cute. Add in some fruits. One of these like bigger ones. I was using fruit for the meal plan section as well, but some of these bigger ones are too big for that job. I'll just put in some stickers. But I'm really just not planning on using a whole lot of this week, which is actually exciting to have an easy week. Like an easy week with family here, not very much on the schedule compared to last week where I was just running around like crazy. Like this was preschool drop-off, camp drop-off, preschool pickup, camp pickup, straight to dance, more dance, tumbling. Like it was an insane day, but a lot of this is me dropping off multiple times a day, and it was a really busy week, and now we're here to chill week. I'm very excited to have some downtime and not have a whole lot planned. Let's see, I got some bananas. See, I feel like I know bananas are tropical, but I just don't feel like it goes with all the other fun tropical fruits. I'm like, bananas, they're kind of boring. All these other cute little tropical fruits and the summer watermelon. This is gonna be just my decorating week. So there you go. I'm gonna write in my same 2 on here, just workout and hobby time. And then we're gonna move on and I'll show you other logistics, but that's setting this whole week up. And this is the problem with this book. Writing down at the bottom, like the bottom couple of lines, is really hard for me because I'm a lefty. I'm gonna flatten this actually. I might be off camera a little bit for this, just to make it a little easier so it's flat against the counter, actually table, but whatever. We're gonna say workout and then also hobby time. So those are my two like main, writing two sideways habits. So put those in, and that's what this week's gonna look like. Very chill week. I'm excited about this one. So decorated it, make it cutesy. I love, love, love the color coding on here. I just love being able to visually see everything and see the pretty colors of it. I picked colors that will match this planner like moving forward. So I can just use different markers as these ones dry out. I can just use different aqua ones or different purple ones or whatever, but I picked the ones that actually physically match the book, which is great. And yeah, so there's a look at this week. I'm very, very excited. It's a fun week. I cannot wait for this concert. We bought these tickets around Johnny's birthday last year, so it's been a long time. His birthday's in October, so there's that week. I love, love, love this one. Alrighty, one last little logistical thing. I ended up writing out the meals that I planned for this week. I didn't write out a big giant meal plan because my mom was gonna be here. We're gonna eat out a bunch, but I ended up ordering groceries for these specific recipes. I thought I would make it all cutesy in here and just add a little list on here. So I would typically put that in the sidebar, but because this is my bucket list sidebar, it doesn't quite fit. So I just ended up including it down here, and that way we can refer to that during the week and I can cook relevant things. We're making the ribs actually on 4th of July, but we will end up having rib salad with that. I'll take everything off the bone and then chop it up. That's actually one of my favorite salads. So good. Yummy ribs on top of salad, and instead of using salad dressing, I just put a little barbecue sauce on it, and it's so good. Just a really, really good salad that's a little bit different. Yeah, I thought I would include that in here because I just set that up right after I turned the camera off. It's a really, really good one. So let's talk Daily Duo, and then we're gonna talk sticker sneezes and Moxie Life. I set all my stickers aside, all my pens aside. Let's talk Daily Duo real quick, and then we will talk about a different stack of stuff. So I ended up getting the Canvas Daily Duo, and Canvas is the gray scale, and I love the gray tabs. It finally did kick in this Friday, and I'll show you guys how everything looks. I wrote out some of the time blocking, which I felt was kind of repetitive, and for this one I did end up using a ruler, so all my lines are nice and straight on these ones. My lines were not so straight in my actual hourly, which I'm going to try to do better at moving forward, but I kind of like the idea of not having to pull out a ruler for that. But for this, I sit down either the night before or the morning of and write out some things. I was pretty good about even like checklisting things off, which a lot of times I haven't been. I've been like, I go down my list, mark things off mentally and do them, but then don't actually check them off. But I did end up going back, checking things off. And then here is Sunday, so I've got things on here that I still need to work on, but I did end up putting on some dates. I ended up covering up all the calendars through, I think, the entire month. Yeah, so look, like all the calendars are covered up. I already put in stickers. That's why I don't have a whole lot of stickers left. I did end up going all the way through the end of the month. I pulled out lots of Happy Planner stickers because they're like bigger stickers, and it goes into through this month too. I went ahead and covered up everything, used these guys until I ran out of stickers. So I've got this one pretty much set up for the next month. I can add more stickers if I want, but I really have a good base of like cutesy stickers. The only downside is I got gung-ho, wrote in all of the dance and stuff for the next week, like wrote in all of these, and dance got canceled for all of next week. So I'm gonna have to wipe out some of those pages. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I really, really love the way that these ones look, and I just have this page open so I can end up filling out some to-do listing stuff on here, and this is basically a glorified to-do list. I don't tend to actually need the hourly all that much because I have the hourly plan, but I'll use this more for time blocking when both of the kids are out of the house. So I think like during school, when Livy is at school and Stella is at preschool, I'll have much more time blocking, time to do stuff on here. So right now it's just a glorified to-do list that looks pretty, basically, and I love it. So that one is set aside for now. As far as sticker sneeze planner, I am in the Hemlock and Oak for this last week. I went ahead and set this up. I didn't end up finishing up filling out last night, but I started using a few colors of the Click Art pens. I've got the Click Arts right here, and then found I didn't like mixing the colors. You can see like I mixed the colors the first couple days, And then I'm like, no, I don't like mixing the colors. I'll stick with like one color a day, which I ended up really liking. So this half I really, really like. This half is a little bit crazy. And this is like the highlights of the week. So I'm writing out some of my favorite memories of the week on here. And I did end up just trying to use up these dots. These are from Wonderland 222, and I had a sheet that had just a few left. So I went ahead and used those, and I went ahead and set up next week as well. I used the little palm fronds from the Hubman and Chub Girl variety pack to put the actual date numbers on here. And then I decided I might end up switching to the Moxie Life because I franken-planned that. But I do have this one set up, so I might end up using this one. I might use it the other one, or I might dabble a little bit here and there with both, but I really, really enjoyed using this one. I think it's a really nice book. There's one really good positive and one really good negative. So I decided I really like the thicker paper as far as the Sticker Sneeze Planner. It just held up really, really nicely. There is something to say about the crinkly paper of the Tomoe River paper planners. It's really nice and crinkly, and I do like that, but I also just love like a thick, nice paper. Very happy with it. I love that it fits the cousin stickers and also the 1.5-inch stickers. This is a 1.5 and it will fit in. And then the Homonichi cousin stickers fit without the numbers covered up. So I really like that it actually will use both stickers. The downside of this one is it does not have daily pages, which the Tomoe River paper planners that have this kind of vertical layout have daily pages. So I'm definitely missing that daily page when I'm using this one, but so far I really like this one. I was surprised how much I ended up really liking this. The thing is, I didn't get the minimal planner. They have one that's called minimalistic or minimal, and it doesn't have this whole like goal setting stuff in the beginning. So I'm on page 100 starting this page. So that's a little bit of a waste to not use any of like the forward planning and goal setting chunk, but I like it. So this is definitely a contender for a Sticker Sneeze planner, but it would mean I'd have to have a daily journaling type of thing to go along with it. But I might end up using that and something in addition to that just because I like it so much. So like I said, tried the Hubman and Chub Girl one too. So I have thoughts for these ones coming up, but I ended up setting this one up to be a daily journal. It's just one of the Hubman and Chub Girl mini journals. I ended up getting this one as a freebie. I used it for actual like planning for a while, and then it sat on my shelf for a long time, and I went ahead and dated this whole thing to be a daily planner, just kind of like daily gratitude or whatever's on my mind. And I used the Sweet Shop stickers that match. This is from the Sweet Shop collection. So I used all the stickers that matched. I pulled out washi tapes that worked with it and set up this for the entire month of July, and I already have used it in the beginning, which I'm not going to show, but all of the pages look like that. I went ahead and set it up for the month, and I really like this idea. I really like these little journals. They're nice and slim and cute. So this could definitely be a contender here, having a actual journal and then having the Sticker Sneeze planner. So it's cute together. Like, look at that. That's a cute little tiny journaling and Sticker Sneeze stack. I almost couldn't say that, but that's a cute little combination right there. And then I decided I wanted some sort of fitness planner because I don't know, I need to talk fitness. I want to put them in the journal, like body image stuff, anything that's like body fitness, Peloton, that kind of thing related, I'm gonna put in here. So I was testing this out a little bit the last couple of days. So here's where I am. I did some journaling. I'm writing in like my weekly weigh-in stuff. I did some journaling in there a little bit. I was using it more like I did previous. I was kind of like logging things. You can see like had my little weekly overview there. I was logging in stuff I did during the day, like my thoughts about during the day, and I felt like that was a lot, so I'm probably not going to do that, but I did end up doing like fitness journaling in here this last week, and today is Sunday, so Sunday's not filled out, but I ended up talking about what things I liked as far as Peloton stuff. I also discussed Grey's Anatomy in here. Like, the seasons of Grey's Anatomy are just decades old at this point, so like nobody wants to hear me talk about the recaps of that, so I just kind of kept that to myself, put it in here, and that's how I'm using this one right now. It's just kind of like fitness and Grey's Anatomy discussions in here, and this is the Take a Note planner in the A5 size. For now, that's what I'm doing with this. It's just something I'm kind of testing out because I really just have lots of thoughts about fitness and calorie tracking and all that stuff. All that mumbo jumbo is just kind of going in here as like a brain dump type of situation. And then for this one, I also was using this as like a gratitude journal this last week. So it ended up being in this one, the first part of it, and it's like the very end of the first book. So I ended up setting up gratitude, didn't fill it out last night, but have like just gratitude journaling, writing out things I'm thankful for. I didn't use it every day. I've got gaps in the days, but that's how I was using this one. My camera cut off, but basically like if I'm fitness journaling in here, it's like half of a page. And if I'm writing out gratitude in here, it's like half a page. So I'm writing out a couple of paragraphs max. And you know, some days I use it, some days I don't, but it's there if I have things to write and things to say about it. So for now, it seems like a lot as far as journals, because this one's just like every thought that I just need to get down on paper goes on here, just hashing out thoughts. And then gratitude stuff goes in here, like highlights of the day, happy-go-lucky feelings, and then anything related to fitness, health, strength, all that stuff goes into this one. And I think it's kind of weird to compartmentalize it like that, but each one is not a whole lot. Like I could fill this page out in like 5 minutes, you know, it's not a whole lot of room for writing. And that way, like when I have something to say about any of these things, I can fill them out. And when I don't, I just leave them blank. So as far as journaling and stuff, I feel like this is a nice little stack. I have been on and off about this AM journal. I set this up as morning pages, but I don't tend to use this all the time, especially like in the summer. I haven't hardly touched this, but this is always there and available if I need it. I'm just kind of toying around with this. I'm gonna see what sticks, what I like using over time, because I do end up really liking the Tomoe River paper planners. And it's really just trying to decide what I'm gonna be doing from July through December, because I ended up pre-ordering these Sterling Ink common planners for 2024. They're dated planners, and I got an A5 and a couple of the other sizes. The pre-order, I don't know when it ends, but I did end up pre-ordering a few things. So I have those as options for 2024, but really just need something to fill in this second half of the year. My other planner option is an undated A5 Sterling Ink common planner. So this one's gonna be in the running for Sticker Sneeze planner. And if I do end up using it as a Sticker Sneeze planner, I can use the Hobonichi Cousin stickers in here, and then it also has the daily pages in the back. I might end up switching over to this at some point, but for now I'm just kind of playing around with things. I'm enjoying using this Hemlock and Oak planner, and that is it as far as like Sticker Sneeze and journaling thoughts and ideas for now. The last kind of thing I did was I went ahead and set up my golden coil throughout the whole rest of the year. So I went ahead and added all of my stickers in for the rest of the year. Some of the weeks I have things written on, some of them I don't, but I need to write into film on here. There's the end of the planner, but I ended up setting these up, and I will end up adding more stickers to these when my monthly kits get here. I actually ended up stickering these up using that Tropical Fun kit actually through some of August as well. So I ended up writing out which video days I was gonna for sure have, and then I used them on these pages as I had leftovers. Let's see. Okay, like this page is one of the July pages. I end up adding some of the kit stickers in here each month and really liking how they look. I covered up a couple of notes as far as my 2 topics that I know I'm gonna be filming that week, but I ended up really loving this planner and might end up sticking with this planner through 2024. I just really liked it for the first half of the year, so I'm committed to it for the full year. I must have been talking too much because the camera cut me off again, but I ended up stickering this up with the sticker kit, and then every month when I get a new sticker kit, I will sticker up that month. But I went ahead and set up the functional ones. Like my videos and Instagram info go in here to create or to film and to edit. These are my little to-do lists I have. I covered up some notes here. But that's how this planner is set up, and I've really enjoyed using this planner. And I've got one other thought moving into 2024, one other planner I may try to replace this one, but I might just stick with this. I really have loved using this one. And I really like their paper. It's really nice and toothy. It's not bright white. That's the only thing about this one. It is a cream paper, but I don't really notice it, and it's not off-putting to me at all. It still feels like a white paper unless you're really comparing it to like a really true white paper. And this one's almost like a bluish leaning white paper, just a really bright white, cool leaning paper. So it definitely looks cream compared to something like a Moxie Life. But overall, I've been super duper happy with this planner, and I just wanted to include it in this video because I did a ton of stickering, you know, months and months worth of setting up the stickers in this planner, and I will continue using it, and I really love the way it looks. It's just super cute. It's not one I show to you guys a lot because it does have a ton of notes in it as far as videos that have yet to be actually edited and put up on this channel, but it's getting a little chunky because of all those stickers, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm halfway done with it, so I wanted to include that in this plan with me because there was a lot of like setting up and move in information, and that was just one that is still going. Now let's talk Moxie Life. When Olivia has a practice on Sundays, it's the perfect time for me to sit down and write out my reflection. And this week and also last week, I tried to sit there and write in my weekly actions as well. So here is what this looks like. I did my little weekly reflection. I wrote in my weekly actions. They're very similar, if not the same as the last few weeks. There's just a few little minor changes, and one of them is I'm going to try to incorporate 10 minutes of bar and or yoga, probably in the evenings. I just feel like sometimes I want to have a little bit of movement in the evenings, and that's a good little way to do it. I've been writing in the morning, so I get that knocked out of the way, but I'm still kind of itching to do a little bit more some evenings, so I will try to incorporate that in. And then I'm also going to try to put Spa Sundays back on the map. I ended up really enjoying doing Spa Sundays, but I haven't done it in a while, especially like summertime. I just am pooped at the end of the day. So I really want to get back to doing that. It's just lighting one of my favorite candles, putting on a face mask, soaking in the tub. I've got like Epsom salts and bath bombs and bubble bath, all that kind of stuff that you can just like soak in. And I can just sit there, listen to music or read or something relaxing. And then also hobby time's on here. That's been something I like. And then because my mom's here, I'm going to try to do a filming break. I have one video to film that has to be like filmed the week of. Just trying to chill this week, basically. Like this is a vacation week. We're done with activities. We're having family here, and it's going to be just a chill week. So I kept these kind of minimal, and basically like the main things that keep things flowing are on here. And so this is Frankenplant. I put on the cute little Moxie Life cover from last year that I just absolutely loved. I was kind of getting sick of the sunrise one. I've seen it all year long, and you guys know I love the Coil planners because then I can change the cover super easily. This one's not it. It's an old wire, so I did have to disassemble it. And while I was taking the covers off, I did end up patching these together. So I've got my week that I was writing my wins on. I haven't really been doing that the last couple weeks, but I'm going to try to get back with that. And then I ended up sticking in a vertical so I could do a sticker sneeze as well. So I'm not going to do it this week because I already have the hemlock and oak set up, but I have this set up to where in future weeks I've got my weekly actions, my wins. I won't be writing my weekly actions out again. I'll have this page not used, and then I will redate this and use this as a sticker sneeze. So that's my thought process moving forward. That's why I disassembled planners and stuck them together. This is 6 months worth of potential sticker sneeze pages with the vertical columns and also the regular horizontals. So there you go. I will have a whole video on how I did all of this and walk you through that process. And I think that's all the rambling I've got for you guys today. This was a long, chatty one, but I had a lot of logistical stuff to share with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my description box below if anything caught your eye. I've got all the info down below. I do have some coupon codes down below for you guys if you want to get anything, and if you purchase through my links, I would really appreciate it because it definitely helps me out on this channel. It lets the companies know I sent you to them, and it also gives me a little commission if you purchase through those links. So I really appreciate if you click through those ones and purchase through there, and I would love if you would subscribe and stick around. I am getting real close to 10K, and I would love to hit that milestone. Hope you guys are well. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Happy planning. Bye.